Okay guys, this is my YouTube channel. I'm a second-year law student who loves to analyze interrogation videos, crime scene videos, depositions, and police camera recordings. I'll be analyzing the Greg McMicheal raw footage video today. I will not be analyzing any law, but instead some interesting comments said by Greg McMicheal and how he uses these statements to evade trouble. I hope you guys like it. Please comment below and like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's begin. So we'll start an analysis at the 1 minute and 55-second mark. In this scene, the police are approached by a citizen who identifies himself as a person who lives in the area. The police do a really good job here by saying up front he has no idea of what happened or what has transpired. This is important because it shows that the police officer is not making any assumptions of what actually occurred. Second, the police does a really good job with asking the citizen to not enter the crime scene, as their investigation is not complete, thereby preserving the scene from being tampered with. This is a great job by the police officer.
Right here.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
I'm not sure yet. I don't know.
Fatality there?
Was that?
Fatality?
I'm not sure. I just got
I'm
here.
gonna walk up to the line if that's all right.
If you don't mind just hanging back here, we don't have any pictures or anything yet. So if you just kind of hang out back there by the back side of that car for me, we'll get you.
I ain't playing with my kid. That's in here, this.
Me or you?
That's you.
The officer then walks over to another officer who is speaking with Travis McMicheal. This is important because usually the police would like to keep all the witnesses separated, and if resources allow, different officers should be interviewing witnesses separately to record each of their experiences and testimonies. This is an interesting part because Travis is speaking to the female officer here, and the officer seems to be doing the right thing. That is, she is recording the conversation via the body camera and also snapping images of Travis in order to again preserve the state he is in just minutes after the killing. So let's move on.
Hey, sir. Come see my house. I just want to. You live right over here? Do you have any bruises or any marks on you or anything? Do you need squad to check you out?
No,
I just heard you saying he got you.
he struck me a few times.
Okay, well,
But I'm
let
fine.
him look at you. Where are you?
Face.
Go get the gentleman's information for me. And
This one right here?
Yep.
Yes.
Interview him.
Okay, at the 4:15 marker, we are introduced to Greg McMicheal. Let's begin his analysis.
I'm trying to call my wife and let her know what's going on.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license on you by chance?
No, I don't. It's up here at my house.
Okay. What did you see anything?
All right, here's what.
Okay, from the 4:24 marker, Greg McMicheal starts his testimony about the sequence of events. From this point on, I'll be stopping the video more frequently to analyze his testimony in depth. Let's go.
Here's what precipitated the whole thing. I'm standing out here working on my boat cushions in the back of my truck.
Where's your?
Right over here, 230.
Okay.
Right down here.
At the 4:52 marker, Greg McMicheal has already started his testimony. And at 4:52, Greg frames Aubrey as the guy who was witnessed breaking into a house on numerous occasions, thus already positioning Aubrey in the story as the bad guy.
This guy, who we've seen on video numerous times breaking into these other houses, he comes hauling ass down the street. I mean, he's got it hooked up.
Was he on foot?
On foot.
Okay.
On foot. I mean, he ain't jogging. He's hooked up. I run in the house. I said, Travis, the same guy that broke in the house down there.
And who's Travis?
My son got shot him.
Okay.
I said, come on, let's go. So
The 457 marker is where things start getting really interesting. Greg states here that Travis ran and got his shotgun after being summoned by his father. This is interesting because after Greg stated that his son got his shotgun, he takes a break and he realizes that his statements do not match the degree of his actions. That is, a person running down the street does not match the action of his son and himself grabbing a gun. He notices this, so he brings in a second story to justify him and his son's actions. He then moves on to state that he grabbed his .357 Magnum and adds to that statement it's a Glenn County PD issue. This is his attempt to find some common ground with the police, almost as if to say, I am one of you guys.
Travis runs and gets his shotgun because the other night the guy stuck his hand in his pants. And so I grabbed my .357 Magnum. It's an old Glenn County PD issue, by the way, when I was out. And so we take off. I jump in. My grandson's car seat is in the front. So we can't move it. Don't have time to move it. So I kind of sit on top of it. We see him come around the corner. He's going down here. We pull up beside him. Hey, stop! We want to talk to you. And he just keeps on running. And he's looking at us. I mean, we're this close to him, you know. And he keeps on running. And then Roddy pulls out at some point. I don't remember exactly.
Except Rodney?
Roddy.
Roddy?
R-O-D-D-Y.
Where was he?
I don't know. He lives down the street here somewhere.
Okay.
Anyway, he pulls out. We've already passed his house. I think he lives the second house down there on the left. Anyway, we've already passed his house. The guy turns around and he starts running back this way. Roddy pulls out in his truck and kind of blocks him. So I said, Travis, go back that way. He said, no, I'm going to go head him off. So sure enough, he comes around. We come back down here, and he's right here. And he starts running past us. And Travis backs up and says, hey, stop. We want to talk to you. Or something to that effect. I don't remember the exact words that was said. By this time, I'm in the back of the truck. So the guy, I mean, he's looking dead at us, you know. I mean, he's like, from me to you. And he turns and he runs. Travis gets out with the damn shotgun and runs up there. And, you know, I said, Travis, don't shoot. Don't do anything. The guy turns and comes at him. And they start wrestling, and Travis shoots him around the damn chest. The guy was trying to take the shotgun away from him. He's got it on video.
Okay. All right. Do me a favor, hang tight.
Yeah, I ain't going to.
Let me go.
I would like to get his blood out. I rolled him
understand that.
to check his pulse.
Yeah.
Or didn't roll him. I pulled his hand out because he had his hand stuck up under his head. I pulled his arm out, and then I realized he didn't have anything in his hand, and saw that this ain't gonna last long. So is there any way I can get this?
Give me just a second.
Sure.
Let me get some pictures and stuff like that,
Sure.
and we'll get everything taken.
The 707 marker should also be analyzed. At this point, Greg McMicheal then says, I was a chief investigator for Glenn County PD for 25 years. By saying this to the police, he believes it brings some merit to his actions, as to say that he is trained and knows that he was in the right. Furthermore, he uses language like, we are here to help. This statement can be interpreted as Greg again trying to create an us against them mentality, or in other words, building bridges with the police.
Right.
Okay. Give me just a minute.
You know, I was chief investigator with the DA's office for
Okay.
23 years, so I know what you got to do. I know everything. You know.
Yeah, we just kind of
Cover
take our time.
all the bases.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. We're here to help you.
All right. Give me just a second.
Quick note here, kudos to the officer for executing the appropriate steps in formally writing down the testimony of Greg McMicheal. Great job by the officer.
Sorry.
Is he your supervisor?
Yes.
What's his name?
Leska. Officer. That's Sergeant Leska.
Let's go.
All right. What's your name?
Gregory Johns, Johns, McMicheal, McMicheal.
You said Gregory Johns.
Yeah,
Michael.
McMicheal, McMicheal.
And how'd you say you got that blood on you?
He had his arm, when he went down, face down, and his arm was tucked up underneath him. And I didn't know if he was going for a weapon or what, because at that point he was still breathing.
Yeah.
So I pulled his arm out to see if there was a weapon in it.
Right.
And once I realized there wasn't, that's
Okay.
the only contact I had with him.
And you don't have any other blood on you anywhere? A little bit on your toe?
No, that's me.
Oh, is that you?
That's me.
Okay.
That's just a scratch, yeah.
Okay. All right. Like I said, just hang tight for a minute,
Sure.
and we'll get everything.
Sure.
The 1024 interaction is very interesting. At this point, a second officer walks to Greg McMicheal, and she seems to know him from his past career of working as an investigator. They converse almost as if they were friends. At one point, Greg asks if Travis is going to be placed in handcuffs. She responds to Greg by saying, "Why would he be in cuffs?" This is interesting because at this point of the investigation, it actually isn't cleared by the evidence and testimony who in fact the initial aggressor was. It is merely accepted by the officers that Travis acted in self-defense without any reasonable analysis. The first officer does a great job with sticking with procedure of recording Greg's testimony. The officer seems to be focused on gathering the appropriate facts and not engaging in any immaterial conversations. Great job by this officer.
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Yeah.
You're doing this. I do know Greg. How'd you go?
I knew y'all would take him down.
Yeah, he's gonna be interviewed.
Yeah.
That's-
Y'all don't put him in cuffs, are you?
No. Why would he be in cuffs?
Well, I can't see up through that.
No, he's in the ambulance right now. They're cleaning some of the blood off.
I got you. Can I get him? Can I go over there and let him
Yeah.
wash my hands? He's already
I
taken
got a
pictures
picture.
and everything.
Ask him, because I told him they could completely clean Travis off, and I got corrected. So, because I've already taken pictures of
Right.
him as well. And done
Well,
all
the
that.
guy, it was a close in. Damn.
So you mind just running me through again real quick what happened?
Okay.
The 1136 marker, the officer does a great job again. He asks Greg McMicheal to recite the testimony once again. This is for the purpose of catching any inconsistencies between the first testimony and the second testimony. Now notice when Greg McMicheal repeats his story, he knows that he has to add some context to the story in order to justify Travis's actions of grabbing the shotgun. The story he uses is a story of Mr. Aubrey being seen in a house a few days earlier. This is an issue because too much time has passed for Travis and Greg McMicheal to detain Mr. Aubrey for that incident. Thus, grabbing the shotgun with intent to stop Mr. Aubrey was not in any way justifiable.
I'm out in my front yard.
You got me. You're on this. This is yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
This-
Good
The
to see
whole
you.
thing?
I wish the hell it wasn't under these
I got you.
circumstances.
It's good to see you too. I'm sure you'll see me again in a second.
Yeah, I'm sure. Where was it?
Just start over and tell me.
Okay. I was in my driveway working on I'm upholstering some bookcases in the back of my truck. I look up, this guy comes hauling ass down the street. I'm talking about in a dead run. He's not jogging.
Running out.
This way.
Okay.
Right this way. Several nights ago, the guy, on numerous occasions, the guy has broken into a house over here. And they've got him on video. But
Same house?
Same house. Nobody could ever catch him. They've had him on video going into that house numerous times.
Can we get that video? Not
Yes,
right this second.
yes,
Okay.
yes, absolutely.
Get some white shoes.
Yeah. Anyway, they got him on video going in this house 2 or 3 times. Well, Travis is leaving the neighborhood the other night, and he's got a little Volkswagen Jetta. As he's leaving the neighborhood, he looks over to the left and sees this guy walking across a neighbor's yard. You know, and he says the guy was acting shady, and he'd seen the video, so he knew that it was a black male with short dreads, or I don't know what you call those things. But anyway, so Travis stops and backs up, and as he's backing up, he put the ass end of his car into that road right over there.
This was a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rash was out here. Rash took the report. Rash has taken the report numerous times on this guy entering this house that's under construction that
Okay.
has video in it.
Okay.
Anyway, So the guy is, as Travis is backing around, he's walking in the shadow to keep from, to being illuminated. So Travis is trying to do it nonchalantly, act like he didn't see him. So at some point the lights hit him. The guy hauls ass into the house. Travis runs down to the house to get me. We take off. I arm myself. He arms himself. We take off back down there. In the meantime, the owner of the house is a banker over, I think he's a banker, over in Alma, and he's got everything on video, and it pops up on his computer. There's an alarm, on an alarm. And so he calls Diego, another neighbor down the street. He says, Diego, there's somebody in the house. So Diego actually beat me down there. So Diego's walking around with a 1911 in there, and I recognize Diego, and I identify myself to him. I don't want to get involved in no damn, back and forth. So.
Do you mind if he cleans his hands off?
No problem.
Okay.
Was he here during it?
Yes.
You're witness also?
Yeah, that's my son that shot him. I was in the back of the truck when it happened.
Okay.
I need to get this blood off my hands.
All right. Stand by.
Can I go and let them EMTs?
Yeah, they're doing now. You mind just finishing how?
Yeah, okay. So anyway, where was I? Oh, okay, so Diego gets there. Rash arrives.
Is that all the witnesses just came in?
Yeah.
But I know.
No, there's one other. It's Roddy, the guy that drives that truck right there, who has video. You're looking at it right now, I think.
Shane is, yeah.
So anyway, okay, so Rash gets here and 2 or 3 other officers. I don't know them. I used to know every officer down there, but
Right.
since they're retired and new guys coming in. Anyway, so we're all talking. We can't find him. We searched the ground, searched the backyards, everything. So he disappears. So, but I've seen these videos, so I know what the guy looks like. Black male. He wears short pants, generally a white T-shirt. He's got these little short dreads. I don't know what the hell you call them, but anyway. So I'm standing in my front yard just a little while ago. This guy comes hauling ass down the street. Like I said, I mean, like something's after him. In the meantime, so I haul ass back in the house and said, Travis, the guy's running down the street. Let's go. So I haul ass into my bedroom, get my .357 Magnum. Just Glen County PD issue, by the way, that I toted years ago. Travis grabs his shotgun, because we don't know if this guy's armed, because the other night, the guy stuck his hand down his pants, which led Travis to think he was armed. I don't take any chances. So we get in the truck, we get up here to this intersection, see the guy heading down there. So we haul ass.
You get to which intersection?
Right here, this intersection right here.
What's
the guy's
What's
running.
this road right here?
Yeah.
What is it? This road right
This road is, I'm not sure what's the name of this road? Holmes Road.
here? Holmes. So you got this Holmes and Satilla?
Right. We got there, but he's running on down Satilla
Okay.
Drive. Okay. Or Burford. Excuse me. He's going down Burford. So we see him. Travis hauls ass up there, tries to cut him off, gets in front of him. The guy turns and runs, and so he backs up, and the guy runs again. And in the meantime, Roddy, the other guy in the truck, he pulls out and blocks him. So Travis says he's going to run around the other way, or he says, I'm going to go there.
Can you get pictures of your hands real
Yeah.
quick and they'll get all the blood off? Sorry, so we know who I'm talking about. You have any on the other side? Thank you.
I touched him with this hand just to check for a weapon.
That's fine.
That blood on my foot is mine.
Okay. You don't have any, okay.
So anyway, where was I?
So y'all saw him down here, cut him off,
Yeah,
turned around, and went
so
back.
Roddy cuts him off. I can see it. I'm looking at it. Meantime, I jumped out of the car because Travis had jumped out with a shotgun to try to stop the guy. The guy hauls ass back. Roddy pulls out and blocks him. I jump in the back of the truck because I don't want to sit in that damn kid's seat again. So I jump in the back of the truck. We haul ass around, come up this way, and at that point, I'm trying to think how it was. Anyway, the guy's here. He's running down an damn road, and in the meantime, we're hollering, "Stop! We want to talk to you." And we get up next to him, and I said, "Stop! God damn it!" And then Travis jumps out with the shotgun, and he runs up here, and the guy, at some point, the guy more or less attacks him. He runs towards him.
The 17-minute marker is also an interesting point in the testimony because so far Greg has stated his story twice, The second time he recites the story, he tries to add as much justification as possible for him and his son's actions, but at this point he is getting to the end of the story, and he has to pause. He has to pause because in his mind, he is getting to the climax of the story, the confrontation that led to the murder. But his brain catches an issue. In his mind, the story doesn't add up to the actions that are being performed by Travis and Greg. Right before the climax of the story, he again adds another layer of what he believes is a justifiable statement and actions from the McMicheals. That is, he asked Mr. Aubrey to stop. Stop. God damn it, stop. In his final attempt to justify his action, he states that at some point the guy attacks Travis McMicheal.
And they get a fight over the damn shotgun, and bam! And then a second later, bam! So,
At the 17-minute and 43-second marker, you will notice that Greg's enthusiasm in the story has significantly diminished. This is because in his mind, the story doesn't justify him and his son's actions.
It's all such a damn blur, I couldn't tell you exactly. I may have stuff slightly out of order, but...
But how many shots were there?
Two.
Two?
Yeah.
We got somebody come over to get that off.
Okay, good deal. Thank you.
All right. And then what happened? So you heard the two shots?
I saw him.
Saw him?
Yeah. In fact...
At the 18-minute and 5-second marker, he knows that the story doesn't sound like it is justifiable. So again, he tries to add another layer. He states that he would have shot him himself, as to say that Mr. Aubrey's actions were so violent that Travis couldn't contain him, and Greg likely needed to intercede.
If perfectly honest with you, if I could have got a shot at the guy, I shot him myself, because he was that violently. Hey,
Y'all need some water?
yes, I do. Can you pour some water on my hand, please?
We've got some wipes coming.
Yeah, well, I just go another
Here, go.
Here, just get it over here and start one flash. Just let me get some little bit. Okay.
You got his info ready for you?
I got it written down yet.
You got that guy's too?
I haven't talked to him at all.
Shot him.
Just in the chest, from what I understand, 2 times.
Does he live around here?
Not that I know of.
The victim, he makes frequent trips to the neighborhood and gets caught on video cameras like every third or fourth night breaking into places, and nobody's been able to catch him. And having recognized him from the video I'd seen not too very long, or several days ago, I'm standing out in my front yard where he comes running by I'm not talking about trotting, I'm talking about hauling ass past my house. I run inside to get my son. I said, the guy that we saw he saw the other night, I said, he's running down the street. So that's when we started trying to find him, trying to catch him.
Do we know who the shooter is?
And I left my cell phone, so I couldn't call anybody. Travis had his, but he was busy driving. I said, damn, it's a mess.
So they came out here and started fighting or arguing?
They were trying.
At the 19-minute and 43-second marker, the officer then recites a shorter story of Greg's testimony. As Greg is listening, he can tell that the story does not sound very justifiable. So Greg intercedes and again brings the conversation back to his career as a Glenn County PD investigator and how he knows all the EMTs. This is his attempt to move the conversation away from the story that doesn't sound justifiable to a more common ground narrative.
To get him to stop, and there was Travis had a shotgun, and apparently they started fighting over the shotgun, and Travis ended up shooting him. From what I understand, twice. I haven't been.
Okay, yeah.
You know, I knew every EMT and firefighter in Glenn County back years ago. Yeah. When I used to, I was a Glenn County PD officer for years. Used to go to Rex and too many to count now.
This is the end of the analysis of this video. I'll be doing another analysis on the other videos shortly, and then a summary video of the trial. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and share your comments down below. Happy holidays. Stay tough.
I'm telling you, and then I finished up my last 23 years as chief investigator with the VA's office. I hired as retired as Yeah. Thank you, Joel. I appreciate it. Who's got the laws